champion and the Frog. We can switch those out for the Viper and the GM because the whole of planet Earth knew what was coming with a seething Viper last week, apparently with the exception of GM Nick Aldis, who stood there slack-jawed and ate that inevitable RKO.
Let's go ahead and say how you doing, man? It's good.
As Randy Orton must be missing out on WrestleMania 41. Thanks to that highly unfortunate injury to Kevin Owens. I doubt one KO has soothed the Apex Predator whatsoever.
Doing good, doing good. Not a sick anyone, bear around, so chilling. Good to hear, good to hear. What's up, Adam? JJ. What's up, y'all? We got Nick Aldis and Randy Orton in the ring.
Completely locked into every move that Randy makes in that ring.
What's up, Tyler? What's up?
I can tell by the look in your eyes, Nick, that you took last week very, very personally. Now hear me out. You can't expect me to believe that you didn't see yourself eating an RKO at some time in your future after last year or so ago. Same thing happened. I paid a fine, and what did I do, Nick? I paid double on that fine in case something like last week would happen again. It happened again. I paid advance. I paid in advance, and I think that we are even. The reason why I really want to speak to you, Nick, is because of the fact that there is not a match on the table at WrestleMania 41 for me. Nick, this is a very important WrestleMania for me. This will be my 20th time competing at WrestleMania. I need this to happen.
Oh, okay.
I need you to do your job. I need you to make me an opponent, and I can guarantee you that I will be in Vegas. I will be all warmed up, ready to go. I will have my gear on, and I need you to give me a match. I don't care what it takes. Maybe you lose the suit for a night, and you gear up too. Whatever it is, I need my match at WrestleMania.
You think this is about money? You think this is about 100 grand? Randy, look around you. I know and you know this company's doing record business. You're a major part of that, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of that. And I busted my ass for 20 years to make it to this company. I don't need your money. I need your respect.
You need my respect. Funny enough, Nick, you've got my respect. You earned it a long time ago. But if you don't deliver on a match for yours truly next week at WrestleMania 41, then I can't promise that I will apologize to Mickie James after I do if I don't get my match.
Oh, not him mentioning his wife. Oh, not him mentioning his wife. Ooh, Oh, okay. Now it's got real disrespectful. Now all this, I ain't gonna blame him. He got every right to come back. Okay now. Okay now.
Hey, Mr. Aldis, can you please tell Randy to get out of the ring? Stop embarrassing himself. Okay? Don't nobody want to hear you cry, Randy. Oh, I'm not going to WrestleMania. Oh, I don't have a match. Oh, who gives a crap? It's over for you, Randy. It's over. Do you know why? Because you're in the past. And next week, LA Knight is going to end up in the same boat as you, in the past. Because at WrestleMania, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu is walking out as the new United States champion. And you, Randy, will be sitting at home all alone. I'm gonna be sitting at home all alone. You know, that's funny. That's really funny. You know what I think's even funnier? The fact that you had the balls, both of you. I'm talking you too. Tama. To come and interrupt me while I'm talking. Well, I'm trying to be for the first time in my career diplomatic about some business to do with WrestleMania 41, and you got the balls to interrupt me. The voices have been knocking for a few weeks now. You know why they've been knocking? I've got all this pent-up aggression. What they're telling me now, boys, is to get your ass in this ring, and I'm going to show Seattle how to beat two Samoan boys up. Lots of fire up Randy Orton, but this is 2-on-1. Solo and Tama Tonga stalking Randy Orton.
Here we go.
Right to the apron.
Oh.
To take care of Tama.
Randy and Solo. Okay. Oh, catches Tama. Oh no, Solo jumps in.
To fruition as Solo comes in, and now the numbers game getting the best of Randy Orton.
Well, Orton did his best to beat these guys to the punch, but quite frankly, that was mission impossible, as we see time and time again.
Oh, here comes LA Knight.
Well, this is an equalizer and a half. The United States champion.
A week away from meeting up with the
Ooh,
Jacob Fatu. And now coming to the aid of Randy Orton. And now Orton back up on his feet, driving right hand after right hand.
Just like that, the game has changed. One Samoan down, and shortly one Tongan down too.
And they clear him out. LA Knight and Randy Orton.
Again and again and again, it's the same damn thing with you guys. But I tell you what, you're speaking my name. Nah. You talk about WrestleMania, I hope your boy Jacob's watching, because what I just did is I took my name out of your mouth and I put my fist in it. Yeah. But here's the thing. I know you didn't get enough. I know I didn't get enough. So what I'm saying is if you two can't get it, I'm saying if you got enough tingle in your loins, a little later tonight, it's you two, it's us two. Nicholas, how do you feel about that? You good with that?
I feel pretty good about that. Let's do it.
I think Nicholas just said, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means you're all gonna fall to the Viper and the man they call the Megastar, with everybody saying,
LA Knight. Yeah.
Wade, you got a little tingle in your loins for the fight for the U.S. champ against Solo and Tama Tonga?
the entire building has their loins tingling because it sounds like we got ourselves a main event. Yeah!
That is good stuff to start off Smackdown. Randy Orton
in LA Knight, Solo, and Tomatonga later tonight when we come back. One of the very final ways to make it to WrestleMania.
Woo! Hello, hello, hello.
That's the prize, a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It's up for grabs. We got a gauntlet with 6 teams to get there.
I thought the opening segment was, usual. Someone comes out, they get interrupted, they set up a match for later on the main event. It is what it is. I think they will run Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis at WrestleMania still. A Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa match doesn't move me at all at WrestleMania, in my opinion. But I think Randy Orton Nick Aldis is the better route to go with. So we'll have to see what happens there. So, yeah. Let me give me a water real quick and then I'll be all set, man. But thank you for everybody who joined the stream. Let me read the chats real quick. Yeah, we're good. It seems like I'm all caught up. So, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to give me a water and some cookies, and we're going to be good. All right. Huh? Cody? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people say this Mania is very underwhelming. Hold on. Charlotte and Tiffany. Charlotte just attacked Tiffany in the parking lot. How you gonna get her off me? You gotta fight back, Tiff. Are you gonna ask the Street Profits why it didn't oh my god, come on, Tiffany. This whole feud made Tiffany look like a bro. They made her look like an idiot, bro. Bro. Why are you yelling, get off me, get off me. I'm like, fight back, Tiff. Damn. Fight back. Come on, Tiff, stay on that bench. You're a champ. Come on now.
Elimination Chamber. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, they won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Now they have come ringside to take their seats and watch the action, see who will be their opponents at WrestleMania, a championship match.
Woo! Yes, for sure, been a month.
Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, and it was only 4 days ago they were battling each other for the Intercontinental Championship, and now here they are as teammates in this gauntlet match, hoping to make their way through 5 straight matches to try to survive, decided in advance to WrestleMania.
I'm doing good, Kenneth. How about you? I'm blessed.
The match won by Lyra Valkyria. Bayley was clearly very frustrated post-match, initially refusing to shake hands with the victor Valkyria before having second thoughts and cooling down. But the essential part is this: these two have never tagged together before. And as Liv Morgan was just screaming at me, they are not a real team.
With Liv just off your right ear.
Is she lying? They're not a real team. They just fought each other Monday. Now they're doing Can They Coexist?
And a chance at WrestleMania and a title match would mean a lot for Shayna and Zoe. These two have competed for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles since last August. Wait, let's get into some of the strategy, some of the things you got to consider with a gauntlet match. First off, being the first 2 teams out.
Yeah, so strategy in a gauntlet match where...
Bro, what is Shayna wearing?
you stay in the ring.
That's her wrestling gear?
Out until the
Jeez.
entire locker room of tag teams who have entered this tournament have been whittled down one by one, and you're left with a victor. Now, the key part of that is the luck of the draw. You've got to help. Kind of similar to a Royal Rumble, you get a late draw. Now, these 2 teams absolutely have drawn the short straw here, and they're going to have to run the entire table of competitors to try and make it through to WrestleMania and a championship opportunity at the Tag Champs.
Now, we will open up this #1 contenders tag team gauntlet with Shayna Baszler and Bayley, and Shayna immediately going to work on that left arm of Bayley as she looked to stomp down, and Bayley's smart to get out of the way. Well, you've been in this situation in your career of being early on in a gauntlet.
Yeah, that's right, and the worst aspect of these is success just leads to exhaustion. You beat 1 opponent, you beat 2 opponents, you beat 3 opponents, which happened in my own career. The 4th opponent to enter, in my case, was Kofi Kingston. He beat me in about 15 seconds because I didn't have the energy to lift my hands over my head and defend myself, and that, in part, really is the issue. You want to, if you can, go on a streak and finish opponents as quickly as you can. Conserve as much energy as you can, because remember, this is just one part of your journey, hopefully, to victory.
So we start taking advantage against Bayley. You mentioned Bayley being in that Intercontinental Championship match against Lyra just days ago, and her reaction afterwards when Lyra put out her hand, offered the handshake. Bayley slapped it away, started to leave the ring, and then thought about it, re-entered and hugged her with congratulations. acknowledging Lyra as the champ, and now here they are as tag partners.
I'm trying my best not to read too much into that reaction from Bayley. Bayley is a born competitor, a born winner, and you lose a championship match, especially for a championship you've never held before, like the Intercontinental Championship in Bayley's case, and you're always going to take it badly. I actually like the reaction from Bayley. She should be upset about that.
And now here's one of the rising stars, Lyra Valkyria from Ireland, the newly minted Intercontinental Champion.
And Liv Morgan is informing us that Raquel is bigger than all four of these women combined. She clearly likes the thought of competing against one of these two teams at WrestleMania.
I just don't care for this gauntlet, bro. Like,
Oh, intercepted!
oh, the stud line. SWO.
Apparently Valkyria on the way.
SWJ.
To Zoe Stark, making her the legal competitor, and now Baszler's back in with perhaps the damage already done to the Intercontinental Champion.
Now Baszler looks to take advantage against Lyra. Wow, the impact there.
What a horrible landing on the back of Lyra Valkyria's head.
Was it ever? And now here comes Stark. Looking to advance in this gauntlet. And the save comes in from Bayley. Right at the last second wave.
Talked on the entrance how Bayley and Valkyria are not a real team. Well, certainly Pure Fusion Collective definitely are. They've been teaming together for several months now, training together. And that chemistry is really showing in the early goings.
And now Baszler getting right back after it where she left off. But look at this incredible counter jackknife.
All right, Bayley and Lyra advances.
What skill from Lyra.
Zoe Stark has been eliminated.
And with that, Bayley and Lyra advance. Team number 1 is through. And now right away, Natalya and Maxine Dupree next up to see who becomes #1 contenders.
I'm sorry if I'm off, like, if I'm zoned out for this match. I just don't care for this. Any sports on? Well, yeah, I got the Astros. They're playing the Angels right now. MLB's on, NBA's on. It's crazy how the NBA, bro, they have no national televised games. Like, bro, you got the West standing so tight. You got the West between seeds 3 and 8 are so tight. I think my Rockets have the Lakers tonight. I think the Lakers probably, yeah, they're gonna beat us because all they need is one win to clinch the 3rd seed. So that will put them on our side of the bracket. So I think they should beat us tonight because nobody's playing. None of our stars are playing because we already clinched the 2nd seed, so we're just gonna sit our starters. I think we might play Sunday versus Denver. So the Lakers will be the 3rd seed. That means they have to put us on. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to face a tough. No round is easy, guys. No series is easy in the playoffs. So it could be anybody's ball game. Yeah, the televised games for tonight are on NBA TV. Like, what are we doing here? Like, bro, the West standings are tight. Like, come on. Yeah, we're on NBA TV. And plus, you know what? If we make it past the 1st round, you're probably going to be, more than likely, you're going to be seeing the Lakers in the 2nd round. Yeah. But hey, ESPN is doing what tomorrow? Who cares about the Masters? Psh. Who watches golf? I'm very curious.
Determine the number one contenders to fight at WrestleMania against Raquel and Liv for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. As Natalya in the ring right now with Lyra Valkyria, who came up with the jackknife cover at match number 1 as Bayley and Lyra defeated Shayna and Zoe Stark. And right now, this interesting team of Natalya and Maxine. We were talking about the reaction by Natty, the hesitation at a moment when she found out she was getting this assignment. That was partially quelled by Adam Pearce, who says, hey, it's WrestleMania season, Wade. Let's just dive into the deep end.
Yeah, I get taking whatever opportunity you can, but Natalya tagging with Maxine.
Oh, crossbody by Maxine to advance. And the kick out by Bayley.
Maxine has decked herself out in Hart family colours. I know for a fact that Natalya was not too impressed with that. You've kind of got to earn those colours in this game. It's not a fashion statement, but right now Maxine is doing the business in there and earning her stripes.
I'm doing good, Tyler.
And check out Natty's reaction to that as Maxine, as you can see, very eager, very enthusiastic to be with the veteran Natalya and worked up the matching outfits. And now she comes ramming into that corner.
And this is the best Maxine Dupree has ever looked in that ring. Clearly trying to impress the vet Natalya.
Now she is energized.
Well, we're all impressed now, Joe Tess.
An offensive assault. And Otis would be proud, wouldn't he? Doubles it up. Into the cover, looking to advance.
Well, it was a sloppy cover there from Maxine, who did indeed get a little too overexcited and over-rotated her opponent. Bayley, what on earth is this?
What did you say about her trying to impress Natalya? She's going for the sharpshooter. Is she looking for a sharpshooter here? Oh, inside cradle. And that does it.
What an error.
And Maxine Dupree have
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
eliminated.
Natty saying, what were you thinking? Why would you do that?
Was a rush of blood to the head from the less experienced Maxine Dupree. Back to hell that she can chew, but this match continues.
Former tag team champions Carter and Chance back to action.
Trying to steal a quick one there on the now pre-exhausted Bayley, who has already had to win 2 matches thus far. No respite whatsoever. Smart there from Caden Carter.
Maybe Carter trying to take advantage of something you talked about right from the get-go of how difficult it is when the draw says you're out in that first match of a gauntlet. And Bayley looking to try to get some help from Lyra.
Well, the smartest thing Carter and Chance can do here is prevent Bayley from getting that tag to Lyra.
Yeah.
Bayley, who's been in the ring now for several minutes.
Oh, the team roll, but the knees get up. Great job by Bayley to get the knees up.
There's still life.
What's going on, Tom? I'm doing good, man. How about you? I'm not watching this garbage.
Oh, the elbow.
Yeah, I feel you, but I still gotta come on here.
And that shoulder gets up by Caden Carter. Just their second match of 2025 for Caden.
The most important games for tonight,
coming off
they're all from the Western. Well,
against the Secret
except for one of them.
That was a match that we called
Because the Pistons and the Bucks, they're fighting for the 5th seed in the East. That's really the only thing that's on the line.
Carter comes flying in with that big leg.
And this has been 100 miles an hour stuff from Carter and Chance.
You got
2 greatest tag team
Grizzlies and Nuggets. They're playing each other tonight.
Looking for the kickstand. Could this get them closer to a title shot?
Late kick out there from Valkyria. Bayley would not have made the save in time, so it's a good job. Valkyria
Lakers just need to win for the 3rd seed. Oh!
Twisting, corkscrewing to the outside.
Clippers.
I love watching these two. It's like acrobats escaping the circus.
Count of 2 that time. What pace we have in the midst of this gauntlet match. Look at Lyra. Nightwing.
Well, Nightwing. 1, 2.
Nightwing by Lyra Valkyria.
Caden Carter and Katana Chance have been eliminated.
This is now an impressive run by Bailey and Lyra.
But things may be about to get ugly for Bailey and Lyra. Up next, Michin and B-Fab enter the fray in this gauntlet match.
The devil gonna call on you tonight. You gonna be ready?
So this is yeah, this is the scenarios, the playoff scenarios for today. So the Nuggets and the Grizzlies, that's an important game tonight. So because the Nuggets, they're in fourth in the West, they're 48-32. The Grizzlies are in seventh place, they're like 47-33. So if the Nuggets beat the Grizzlies tonight, they clinch a top 6 seed in the West with a win, and a loss by either the Clippers, Warriors, or Timberwolves. Clippers clinch a top 6 seed in the West with a win and a loss by either the Nuggets, Warriors, or Timberwolves. The Warriors clinch a top 6 seed with a win and losses by the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. Okay? Timberwolves are locked into the play-in tournament with a loss and wins by the Nuggets, Clippers, and Warriors. Lakers clinch Pacific Division title with a win, so they basically clinch the 3rd seed. They win tonight, or a Clippers loss. That is crazy. So Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves. Yeah, they don't play till about 8, 9. So yeah. Yeah, they just lost to the Spurs. They sure did. They lost to the Spurs this past week. Harrison Barnes, a former Warrior, hit that game-winning shot. Ooh, set them boys packing. No. They're in the as of right. They're either going to be in the play-in or the playoffs. So yeah.
Back here, look at this crowd here in Seattle for Friday Night Smackdown, 8 days away from WrestleMania 41. We're in the midst of an absolute thriller as B-Fab and Michin are looking to advance in this Women's Tag Team Championship #1 contenders gauntlet match. Everybody has been so impressed by Bailey and Lyra, who have won 3 straight to get to this point. But now, Wade, as you said, the erosion, the conditioning, everything starts to play a factor.
Well, the tank is completely dry for Lyra Valkyria, especially, who's gamingly clinging on, but has looked like a shot mannequin for the past couple of minutes, taking maximum abuse from B-Fab and Michin, but finally gets a shot in the direction. And here's the thing.
Bailey's got fresh legs. Bailey's energized.
Let's not overrate the pudding. Certainly not fresh legs, but fresher at least. Because Bailey has taken a lot of abuse herself in this match, and immediately back on the offense is Michin.
And look at her go. DDT Michin to advance, #1 contender, but that left shoulder gets up.
Michin being an absolute menace in there, and the tag champs Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez loving everything they are seeing right now as these women tear each other to shreds in pursuit of an opportunity and tag gold at WrestleMania.
You know, it's just the second time that B-Fab and Michin have been teammates in tag team action, but they're looking pretty good, being synchronized and working together. And coming in and making the save is
Kira
Lyra
burst it up.
The expanding repertoire of B-Fab, who has been demanding opportunities of late. Realize she's been given nothing, you have to take it.
Michin to the outside.
Now is the time for B-Fab to grab some glory here. Denied again by Bailey.
Rose plant, could it be? Bailey! Wow!
B-Fab and Michin have been eliminated.
And now those looks on the champs change as they see this run that Bailey and Lyra are on. And Piper Niven and Alpha Fire, they know what it takes. Chelsea Green sends him out, Wade.
United States champ there, the secret Hermits are here, and they will never have an easier job in their entire career.
This is it, the fifth and final match of this gauntlet #1 contenders tag team for a spot at WrestleMania. And consider for Lyra Valkyria, who's the Intercontinental Champion, the possibility of being a double champion. Get through this, win this, and that's on the line next week at WrestleMania.
Well, not only that, imagine the secret Hervis grabbing tag gold, expanding the trophy cabinet alongside Chelsea Green's United States Championship.
The team that serves and protects the United States champion puts forth their loyalty for Chelsea Green, the Green Regime.
Well, they have been selfless in their defense of the United States champ, but now is the time to grab a piece of the pie for yourselves against what looks like a completely done and dusted Bailey. And Valkyria just got her head rammed into the steel steps by Piper Niven. She may be out for good.
Well, Bailey came up with that miracle rose plant moments ago, but now she is in such a compromised position against Alba Fire and Piper Niven. Look at the teamwork. And a senton by Piper. They're in complete control, Wade.
Yeah, Bailey completely defenseless. And that was a sloppy pin there from Niven, who didn't hook the leg. This match continues. Who is going to WrestleMania?
Let's be Father for our sin.
Cows are wrestling Donovan Mitchell and DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, they got the 1 seed in the East locked up, so just go ahead and rest them. The secret Hervis. What the is that? Yeah, the Warriors got to beat the Clippers tonight. No, I think the Clippers are playing. I thought it was the Clippers and Kings tonight, and the Warriors against the Trailblazers. Am I tripping? The Warriors and Clippers are on Sunday. Tonight is Warriors and Trailblazers and Clippers and Kings. Is OKC a fake ass 1 seed? No, I wouldn't say that. They got a great team. I believe they were the #1 seed last year and they got bounced in the second round. So, anything less of a, I feel like for the Thunder, anything less of a championship is or even a Western Conference, or even because the minimum that I got for OKC is getting to the Western Conference Finals. That's the bare minimum they should accomplish. I feel like anything less than a Western Conference Final appearance is a failure. Triple H better cook for the go home. Better cook for the go home show. It's next week. I know he will. Yeah. No, I don't think Cena's making any more appearances till WrestleMania. I think the last year of Peanut Show was his last appearance. Yeah. The Warriors, we need both of those games to stay out the plan. I think, yeah, they're gonna need it. Everybody that's winning a game of each other needs to win. I think the Thunder are gonna go to the NBA Finals this year and play against the Celtics. I can see that. Yeah, this show's kind of shit. Yeah, I saw next week that it was advertised for Smackdown this week. Oh, okay. Oh, freak! I won't be live for it. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that Cena won't be on one of these go-home shows. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know when Cody comes on.
Machine are cooking in there right now, and of course, both Alba Fire and Piper Niven have been tag champs here in WWE previously, albeit not as a duo. That may change within the course of the next 8 or 9 days.
And just taunting Lyra Valkyria. Oh, Bailey finds something!
Yeah, you just cannot get that cocky against a future Hall of Famer like Bailey. Until you've got those shoulders pinned for the 3, do not celebrate. There is life in Bailey, and Valkyria needs this tag.
Did you see the reaction by Liv and Raquel after that by Bailey? Bailey is so desperate to get free and get to Lyra.
And there it is.
Here it is.
Oh, Lyra taps in.
4 straight wins.
Oh, crossbody. Ooh, Lyra with a kick.
Look at the energy.
Ooh.
Look at the offensive assault. The Intercontinental Champion.
Valkyria looked dead and buried, but she has risen.
Tornado DDT.
Has she ever? Taking control against Piper Niven.
No way.
He's looking for the fisherman's.
Yeah.
But instead.
Oh, Piper reverses.
On his part, we talk about physical exhaustion. That was a perfect example of
Yeah, The Rock.
mental exhaustion from Lyra Valkyria.
I knew not to expect him after Chamber. Like, bro just popped up, disappeared.
Against a powerhouse like Niven, and it's backfired, and that may well have been the final flurry from the Intercontinental Champ.
Keep in mind, they were the first team to be.
And The Rock likes to be this long gamer.
25 minutes deep into this gauntlet match.
Hey, you want to go to WrestleMania, Joe? You're going to have to do it.
Oh, Lyra.
No chance. Mistake number 2 from Valkyria.
Powerbomb. Ooh.
This strength, this deep into this match.
Well, didn't go for the time where perhaps he could, but this might be the
Bailey top rope.
Flying elbow drop. Can you believe this?
Oh.
A 2 count, the mean, the moody.
Piper kicked that at 1.
Piper Niven is not going down easily. What an effort there from Valkyria. Bullseye from Bailey, but it simply wasn't enough to book their ticket for WrestleMania.
First time
Y'all remember The Rock said he's always 2 steps ahead.
earlier this week they were against each other.
Man, this man, I feel like he be trolling. Like, real talk, he be trolling.
Bailey was getting the best of her on the verge of submission.
And then he going on the media on the press conferences. He's in this corporate Rock character. Like he's not on the final boss mode. Oh,
Secret Purvis looking to get to Mania.
oh,
Lyra came crashing home with Piper on top of Alba, and that broke up the cover.
Bailey was completely finished after that swanton combination move there from the Scottish women. However, Valkyria with enough in the tank to bust up that pin. Take another look at this, executed to perfection from a zebra harvest, and that was a 3-count, but right on the money was Valkyria. Dumping Piper Niven onto the pile, breaking up the pin, and it really is up for grabs now.
And now toe-to-toe, right in the middle of the ring, belly to belly. And Lyra right back, but Piper delivers that headbutt. And to think how far into this gauntlet they are, and now they're getting into a deep battle with these two.
It's been a miracle performance from Valkyria and Bayley.
She can't get her over. And that will be on Botchamania.
Valkyria has perhaps eliminated Piper Niven for now.
Bringing Piper back up to that apron and delivering that big forearm. And now targeting.
Oh.
Not onto the floor. Lyra going for her.
Oh!
From her friends.
Big assist there with a drop kick from Bayley.
Oh, there's a roll-up. There's a roll-up to advance the Mania. But she gets out of it.
Oh!
Alba Fire hooks the leg. And somehow Bayley finds it. The ability to survive. Alba Fire. Bayley looking to counter. There is the tag. As she runs Fire right into that corner. Rose play. What a big opportunity. Lyra's up top. Leg drop.
Woo!
Could it be?
1, 2, 3. Wow. That last Scotland match was actually good. Had me hooked for a little bit. And they're going to WrestleMania face Liv and Raquel.
What did we just witness? Rose blood from Bayley in the dying moments, another move to Fury Patea we haven't seen in such a long time from Lyra Valkyria. And we started the night with Liv Morgan saying they're not even a real team. Well, that
Yeah, the last one. I messed with.
course of the
Ah,
past 30 minutes,
hi.
Bayley and
Hey, Liv, hey.
are heading to WrestleMania to take on the tag champs. Wow.
And there they are. And
Duncan, what's his name?
On that WrestleMania matchup.
You want,
I'm exhausted. This audience is exhausted. I can't imagine how Bayley and Lyra Valkyria feel, but there will be celebrations tonight as they put their bread together to enter WrestleMania and try and grab gold.
Gonna be something 8 days in Vegas. We want to acknowledge that there is a viral video that's been making the rounds today, showing a confrontation between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. And like in most sports and most established competitive cultures, there's an unspoken rule about not crossing certain lines. And last week when they met face to face in this ring, that line was definitely crossed. Therefore, both Tiffany and Charlotte are facing disciplinary actions, as well as Charlotte Flair, after what happened earlier today, being asked to go home for the rest of the week. Now wait, as for other big news that broke online yesterday, we will take you back to what happened last week between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Rest in peace, jackass.
That was 2 weeks
I got glass in my eye.
It became official this week. It is happening. Priest.
Oh, Street Fighter. Okay.
WrestleMania.
Sin City Street Fight. I love it.
And there is Damian Priest. A chance to hear from him. That is next.
WrestleMania is coming to Las Vegas. How do we do things we've never done before?
This is the making of WrestleMania. It was in with this new era of talent. I was told not to worry about him at all. I don't think so.
He's injured. We're not sure whether he's going to perform.
You You could never see that ending coming.
I need to watch that WrestleMania 9 documentary.
Time existed.
Even though it was not, to some people, it was not a good WrestleMania. It sucked. I'm still gonna watch that documentary, WrestleMania 9, and they give you like behind the scenes look and people talk about it. So yeah. Yeah, Backlash, St. Louis Missouri, that's Reigns' hometown. Ooh. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we've been putting titles on part timers. Well, I don't want to go through that pain. Well, yeah, you gotta think about it too. If Cena does win a championship, I mean, he is advertised for dates after WrestleMania, but they're not. They're not. It's not an every week basis. You might see him every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, at most. So yeah.
41 in Vegas.
This Hungry for Mania moment is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
This truly is a dream match. We'll never see Tyson and Ali. We'll never see Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds, but we are going to get to witness The Rock and the Hulk.
Oh, the power of Hogan.
The infamy here for The Rock. My God, The Rock kicked out. Rock bottom. The people's elbow on Hogan.
was 23 years ago, and now we're 8 days away from Mania 41.
Well, we'll see about that, Brennan. We'll see about that.
Became the heavyweight world champion, and now deep in a rivalry with the man he took it from, who had it for just over 5 minutes that night in Philadelphia.
Priest of late has been both the victim and perpetrator of numerous acrimonious assaults and
oh, Drew!
No time as Drew McIntyre with that eye patch on after the attack that went through the windshield in London comes right down and attacks Priest. This has been week after week. He says on-site eye fight.
And to be clear, tonight was supposed to be a face-to-face. That implies at least zero contact, but that was hopeful at best. And way too late comes our security crew. Referees to split this up, but Damian Priest has been absolutely mocked by Drew McIntyre with yet another sneak attack.
Yeah, look at the smirk on his face, too. Look at the look on his face with that eye patch. As Damian Priest suffers what is a brutal beatdown. Look, he is so unsteady on his feet.
They got smashed against that screen multiple times by a massive, powerful Scotsman who is brimming with rage at the man he says has derailed the past 12 months of his life and targeted him like a coward from behind time and again.
It doesn't matter where he has turned. In the Royal Rumble, Priest eliminated Drew. Elimination Chamber, Priest eliminated Drew. You know what happened at WrestleMania a year ago. And now Drew McIntyre with the attack.
Are we starting to see clearly now? Society only moves as fast as the slowest member. It took a few people a while to catch up, but everybody can see as plain as day, Drew McIntyre only tells the truth, and every action is justified, including dropping his stupid. That parasite has benefited every time I was screwed. He would never face me like a man until this week when he agreed to face me face to face because I've got one eye. Then he challenged me to a match at WrestleMania, a Sin City street fight, because I've got one eye. You know what? I still accept it because that's the kind of man Drew McIntyre is. This match is a year in the making. Priest, you always say you want to live forever. Well, I'm going to make sure nobody forgets you because I'm going to give you the beating of a lifetime at WrestleMania. There's more. Seattle, do you want me to let you in on a little secret? Wolverine here's got some good news.
Oh, he took off his eye patch.
I'm 100% cleared, which means at WrestleMania, Priest, you're 100% screwed.
Oh, Priest coming back out.
Yeah, this ain't time.
Oh, oof.
Priest is throwing security and leveling them.
Well, this is
Oh, Priest coming out to the ring.
the heart is ruling.
Ooh.
Damian Priest coming
Priest and Drew.
the man who was attacked him numerous times over the past several weeks, including just moments ago. And where is Priest getting this from?
Look at Priest.
Oof.
Well, I ran Priest off. I was dead wrong.
They're lined up for Mania in 8 days, but they're bringing it right now.
Well, this is a whole new level of ferocity from Damian Priest. Oh, McIntyre ruining that attack.
Priest once again threatening our officials and breaking free.
Oh.
Oh, man, right to the eyes.
Maybe Priest who needs an eye patch now.
The guy who just took an eye patch off after he had glass shards in his eyes says he's clear.
Oh, watch out, watch
Steel
out.
steps
Oh.
to the head.
And I'll tell you this, Joe Tess, if you are heading to a Sin City street fight with an opponent as dangerous as these two, it would behoove you to take as big a chunk out as you can prior to getting to Vegas. And McIntyre...
Who's cut? Damian or?
Turns back and gives a look to his bitter rival. And he wants more.
Cannot be taken off. What are you pulling off?
Oh Lord. No, not a future shock on the steel steps. No. Oh! Oh yeah, Drew got the worst end of that. Look at Damian's face! Look at Damian! Oh, he snatched his chain! Yo! Did y'all see the look on Damian's face? And he got his chain took. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If I am Damian Priest, oh my God. It's on site. It is on site. I am telling you right now. Oh my God. The man got his chain snatched. Look at his eyes, bro. He saw that like crazy. Priest looking like he got possessed by a demon or something.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Oh, he going off one.
Nobody's puppet. I think this is all a conspiracy. Yeah, a conspiracy to keep us away from our tag team titles. That's what's happening. Watch. Hey, what are you whispering about? Wait, no. Sorry. We were agreeing. We were saying that you two are absolutely. Wait for it.
You go, Drew out here snatching jewelry.
You boys have gone.
But this time we snatching chains around here.
We're not seeing what we're seeing. Look at this turn.
Mess around and get your chain snatched. That nigga look like his soul left his body.
Would you look at this? We stepped in a rabbit hole.
that boy Damian was sounding like this.
Look, it's the desperation, it's the clothes. For us, no boy. From you.
Like that.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Fight you anyway. I'm sorry, guys. Did I hear the word conspiracy from you? You guys are absolutely ridiculous. But hey, keep coping about what happened last week. We're focused on next week because we get our shot at Smackdown against the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
You know, we worked our asses off to get here. We won the tag team titles after 3 weeks, and you screw us out of them. So no conspiracy. This is karma. Oh, man. She part of this too? If she part of this too? You know.
Comes Ray Phoenix. Woo. Called you the chain snatcher at the moment. At this point. Man's really.
One of the most
The man really took.
luchadors is coming our way.
How do I get this down?
Showdown.
Oh, I gotta get it up.
Legado del Fantasma's Murdo.
But yeah. I wish you would have snatched this. Cause this is my favorite one. Yeah. I wish he would snatch this. I'll tell you that. See, if he snatches this, oh, I'm going. Ooh, it's gonna be a war up in here.
Wade Berto opened his mouth a week ago. Just
might hear gunshots. You feel what I'm saying?
Phoenix in his WWE debut.
I don't play about this chain. You feel me? I don't play about this. This is my favorite. This is my baby. So like real talk. This is my baby. Yeah, I wish a nigga would try to snatch my chain, bro. You gonna see how I go down if I get my chain snatched. On my mama, you snatch my chain, I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh God. But yeah, you. Actually, let's turn.
Transporting you to the future of live content. Cosm and WWE present WrestleMania.
You're fraudulently claiming more income than you're receiving.
Yeah, don't be out here snatching. Don't be out here snatching this. So yeah. Cause it's my favorite one. I ain't gonna have it. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah. Well, they would try to snatch it, boy. Yeah, Ray Phoenix is next. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. There be those. Oh God. Never be those allegations, huh? Ooh.
God. And so this was Hunter's journey to that happening. I was the questionable blue blood, pompous, arrogant guy that slowly becomes something different.
You have to be in the ring multiple times on the same day. That's a very physically challenging task, but also mentally.
This That's just what it's all about. The finals, here's the King of the Ring.
King of the Ring 1997 was really significant because Hunter grew in legend in WWE.
That's a grill the pedigree.
King of the Ring was a cool moment for me. Helped put me at a different level.
What I did was take my destiny into my hands.
He was more than ready. He took the reins and he went with it. I don't think he's looked back since.
That was just one of the many career moments worthy of celebration, and that celebration, of course, will continue with the Hall of Fame induction of Triple H next week in Vegas. And folks, here's the beauty of this. Smackdown's going to end at 8 p.m. local in Vegas, so you got a couple hours to get down the street to Fountain Blue in the
Man, 10 p.m. Pacific for Hall of Fame. That's midnight.
Wait, and look at this class.
Oh, the full class of 2025, our chance to pay homage and say thank you to the very best of our industry, the ones who made us fall in love with this insane world. Congrats to the entire Hall of Fame class of 2025.
Hey, you want in on that? Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com for both Smackdown and the Hall of Fame. Alberto last week called Ray Phoenix a flying blizzard, a flash in the pan, saying he's better than Phoenix. Come on. WrestleMania is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. And by WWE 2K25. WrestleMania sale is here. WWE 2K25 is 20% off PlayStation today. And bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite the Bloodline family history in 2K Showcase. You can save today on that.
Here comes Ray Phoenix. Lay off the baby oil. Next week, the Hall of Fame. Yeah, 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern time.
Imagine a better start for a WWE career than Ray Phoenix, who he showed us last week with that offensive assault on Nathan Frazier that was just blowing our minds with move after move.
Yeah, there had been huge hype building for this luchador's debut. Oh boy, did he surpass that now. Of course, Raw's Penta, who is the brother of Ray Phoenix, has really done the same thing over on Raw over these past couple of months, so the expectations for Phoenix were sky high. That's a lot of pressure, and sometimes pressure can be the undoing of some superstars, but Phoenix just grew into that pressure, grew into the biggest spotlight of his career, and has now, within 1 week of debuting, become appointment viewing here on Smackdown.
Berto is locked in on Ray Phoenix. First time they've gone one-on-one long ago in Mexican promotions. They met in 4 tag team matches, but this is their first singles one-on-one match regardless of promotion. And quick into it is Ray Phoenix.
We saw some clear envy from Berto last week trying to smack talk Ray Phoenix and let
Yeah.
And of course, Santos Escobar had said great things about the debut of Ray Phoenix. He was quite diplomatic about it, impressed with what he saw, even though he's not a part of Legado del Fantasma, and that green-eyed monster inside Berto came to the fore.
What do you think that kind of statement by Santos Escobar, the impact it can have on somebody like Berto?
Was supposed to be a motivational tour, and I know for a fact Santos Escobar has been far from impressed with Legado del Fantasma of, like, as he puts it, he wants them back to running the bingo here on Smackdown. You can't do that.
Spray tan.
So things for Berto can turn around in a hurry tonight if he pulls off what would, I guess, be a shocker. A victory against Ray Phoenix, who came out of the blocks hot here on SmackDown last week.
It's up to showcase the high-flying and explosive style when you got a big boot pressing down right into your face in the corner. As Berto's been neutralizing Ray Phoenix early on here. And now Phoenix delivers that elbow.
Derailing this hype train of Ray Phoenix.
Oof.
Well, that'll do it for Berto, who has got a massive upper hand already in this one.
And a corkscrew dive to the outside by Berto. Backing up what he said last week, perhaps.
Nobody in their right mind.
He got the baby oil spray. Yo! He got the baby oil and the spray tan out. Then we just talk about this. Man, we just had a conversation about this. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Baby oil spray tan. God damn. Are we back?
Smackdown in Vegas the night
Oh.
before WrestleMania. Absolutely loaded card with all the superstars, whether it's Raw or SmackDown. You're going to see the majority of the roster. And look at this from Ray Phoenix.
Well, 10 seconds ago, Ray Phoenix had been on the end of a 5+ minute beating from Berto, and just when you started to write off the newcomer, he turns it around in a blink of an eye, and he's back in the fight.
Berto was in complete control, and now Ray Phoenix, a week after his impressive debut. What do you do for an encore? How about this? A rally against Berto.
Yeah, this was new questions being asked of Ray Phoenix. Headbutt there. Berto completely defenseless, not expecting that, connecting flush to the jaw.
The breathtaking aerial moves that we saw in his debut continue on. And he stomps down on the back of Berto, constantly springboarding off of the top rope.
Well, this is part of the problem when you're in there with a competitor like Ray Phoenix who has such a deep playbook. How do you possibly guard yourself against who knows what is coming next?
And when the intensity bubbles up with Ray Phoenix, you see what he's capable of. He's lining up Berto for flight. Corkscrewing his way down to the floor.
Once again, look at the body control connecting right on the chest of Berto, who has gone from almost sure victory to what looks like defeat here.
Into the cover for Phoenix, and Berto able to kick out.
Ray Phoenix, for all his flashy moves and his high-octane performances, is that gritty durability he's really shown tonight to ride out that storm from Berto. Keep in the fight, but wait, don't write Berto off yet.
Not at all. Berto looking to take advantage.
Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve too. No!
Berto!
Chicharito right to the jaw.
Some of his own medicine. Berto for the win.
Oh, Ray Phoenix kiss out.
Well, I'll tell you this, Joe Tesh, you can take a kick like that right on the point of the jaw while draped upon the ropes and you can still kick out. That's pretty damn impressive, but for how much longer?
And the power of Berto. Sit out, power bomb for the win, to kick out by Phoenix.
Well, Ray Phoenix has really had the stuffing knocked out of him here, and that frustration now is on the face of Berto, who thought that should have got the job done. Not quite enough, but surely the end is nigh here.
Great action in the midst of our night in Seattle. It's still to come Randy Orton and LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga.
This is exactly what Santos Escobar wanted. Get back to instilling fear into the hearts of the locker room. That is the modus operandi of Legado del Fantasma. But Ray Phoenix has got other ideas. Oh my God!
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yo! Oh my goodness, Ray Phoenix. Oh, so him. Look at it. 1, 2.
And just that single arm cover.
Oh, anything more than an arm of Berto is on there. How the hell do you pull this out?
Look at the height of it.
On the receiving end of such a beating. And these two are just slugging it out now. Oh my God.
I don't think Berto ever expected that.
No one on planet Earth did.
Berto now.
Oh.
Gets him up top. Looking for.
Oh, nice move. 1, 2. Ooh, Phoenix kiss out.
4 reversals in a row there. From man to man, but Berto coming up trumps in the end. With that sit-out powerbomb, and once again, Ray Phoenix is equal to it, refusing to go down in this one.
Second time he's been able to deliver on it, but Phoenix has found a way to survive. The celebrated luchador, his second match in WWE, and Berto.
Oh, Phoenix counters. He got the boots up.
A moonsault attempt, it just took a beat too long. Impressive athleticism from Berto. But Ray Phoenix with the perfect timing to get those boots up. And Berto's done here.
Oof.
Amigos kick.
Oh.
And again showing you what he's capable of.
It's timing.
I tell y'all boys, I in for a treat. I never see Ray Phoenix wrestle.
And this is
Oh, Phoenix has him. Oh, Phoenix has him.
Oh, Eminem, 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Ray Phoenix!
How can you not love what gets the timeout from Ray Phoenix.
Well, there's been surprises week by week. And this is another good play of Vigo. Is that what he calls it? Yeah. Connected perfectly. A precision strike to the jaw, followed by this. The Mexican muscle buster. The flight of the Phoenix continues here on Smackdown.
How does he gain speed running down the top rope as Santos Escobar comes in to check on Berto?
Well, I feel like Santos gonna turn.
Santos said, go out and prove it. We're going to say that about Ray Phoenix. And look at the respect
Well, I feel like
Santos has.
yeah, he on some snake shit. I can feel it.
This is what you need to be like.
Yeah, he on a song. I wouldn't trust Santos, Berto. I wouldn't trust. Okay, he did a little.
Ultimately, he has been blown away like the rest of us by the arrival and performances of Ray Phoenix.
Comes up to shake his hand. But this
I wouldn't trust Santos. Hey!
The intensity, the agility. If you want offense and you want it in dynamic form, this is how you get it. Just watch Ray Phoenix.
We have now seen back-to-back jaw-dropping performances from
Yeah, I don't trust Santos Escobar. He looking a little. He moving a little fishy.
Well, from the newest
Moving a little shicey for me.
face here tonight, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne, what brings you to Smackdown?
Well, since Ava doesn't want to give me an answer on Stand and Deliver, I decided to take matters into my own hands and speak to Nick Aldis because as the runner-up of this year's Women's Royal Rumble, I would gladly compete for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania because, Byron, I'm a professional. At 23 years old, the prodigy is ready to steal the show because clearly Tiffany Stratton just can't handle the pressure.
Are you seriously talking about me, Roxanne? You should be the last person talking about me. You know, the way that I see it is...
Tiffany, you should be talking. You just got bitched on the parking lot.
I learned from you, Tiffany, how to put on a fake little helpless Tiffy act. I saw through you, and I'm so glad you finally showed your true colors. I just hope it doesn't cost you your WrestleMania match.
At least I'm not the one coming to SmackDown begging for a match.
Look, Tiffany, I would gladly watch Charlotte rip your Barbie head off, but I'm not going to pass up an opportunity when I see one.
Come on.
Oh, you want to face me? Okay. I'll give you the spotlight you so desperately need. Tonight. Right, Nick?
Okay. It's been a day. I'll think about it. In the meantime, cool off.
Nick needs a drink. Nick Aldis is like Adam Pearce. They both need a drink.
That got real interesting, didn't it? Still a come. Oh, yeah. From the favor. We'll take a look back. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, of course, the CM Punk story away.
Yeah. Bucks win. Yeah, all right. Bucks win. They on to that fourth seed. No, fifth seed. Yeah. Yeah, you can't, Tiffany. You can't be talking about nobody when you just got bitched. You was crying. You was screaming in the parking lot. You was saying in the parking lot, "Help me! Get away from me!" I'm like, you can't be talking. You just got your bro. You can't be talking. Tiffany, you can't be talking. Tiffany, sit this one down. Sit this one down. You can't be talking about nobody after you did not stand on business in that parking lot. You got bitched out. You was made to look like a geek. Help me! Why did you guys help me? You were literally asking the Street Profits for help. What the Street Profits gotta do with it? What the Street Profits gotta do with it? That ain't their business. This your business. That ain't Angelo. That ain't Montana business. That's all your business. The Street Profits look out like, what we supposed to do? All right, this ain't our fight. This your fight. You can't be backing out for no challenge. You gotta go up there like you gotta be on your bad bitch ass and slap the shit out of Charlotte. I'll tell you that. Man, walk up to Tiffany, you be like, get your ass, nigga. Who you talking? Who up around here now? Makes you look like a little dwarf for not standing on business. You should have stood on business. You can't. If you would have stood on business, I would have been fine with you talking to Roxanne the way you want to talk to her. But no, you can't stand on business. And if you can't stand on business, then guess what? You are a bitch. Stand on business, man. Oh my God. Oh man. Sometimes someone comes to attack me, I'll be fine, man. Stand up for yourself. Stand on business, Tiffany. Stand on business. Stop acting like a little girl and stand on business. You come to fight me, I'ma get some shots in. I'll tell you that. I ain't going out like no bitch. I'll tell you that.
He's always just been a friend to me.
I first met CM Punk when he walked into the doors of OVW in Louisville, Kentucky.
Talk about a young man who has walked in here and made a name for himself. I'm talking about Punk.
He's different. He's unique. He's one of a kind. He's the first CM Punk. It was obvious to me from the first day that I met CM Punk, this was the guy. And once they saw it, the whole game would change.
I present to you CM Punk.
I owe my career to Paul Heyman, 100%. Paul fought for me. He gave me a shot.
Paul, they told you to fire me, and you said no. CM Punk is WWE champion.
That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. So I'm super fortunate. I get to come to work, and I get to work with one of my best friends.
I'm the best in the world!
I knew that CM Punk was going to be a main eventer. I knew this guy was going to headline SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and Survivor Series and ultimately WrestleMania.
He's never been anything but a brother, a father, a friend to me, a teacher, a mentor. You know, trust me with his kids, invited me into his home countless times.
What a noble, honorable, righteous man he is. I admire him more than I do anybody else in this industry.
When I left here, I was super guarded. It was a rough time for relationships back then, and Paul was kind of no exception.
Comes back to WWE after 10 years. Welcome back. I stand before you as the best friend and biggest fan of Chicago's very own CM Punk.
At WrestleMania, this is about loyalty.
I will always be loyal.
In my corner,
You are a WrestleMania main eventer.
my best friend,
My best friend in the world.
Paul Heyman.
team's best friend, the words that forged the favor, the history of Punk and Heyman and their foundation. So to come tonight, a look back at how Seth Rollins reacted to Punk and Heyman being reunited.
You're gonna have to be a grown-up and do it all on your own. What are you ever going to do? I guess we're just gonna have to see what kind of a champion you really are. Bye!
Hey, you wait too much for this, you guys! Get out here now! I don't care if you're injured, get out here! I need you ringside, please!
Remember the Secret Hervis, Chelsea's Secret Hervis were in that tough match in the gauntlet. So now a very confident Zelina Vega lined up against the woman she's been targeting.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
Time to show the world what she's capable of. Zelina Vega against Chelsea Green next.
All right.
Carmella, you.
That's yeah, that's Selena's new music. All right, so 2 playoff series are set in the Eastern Conference. New York, the Knicks versus the Pistons. So the Pistons will officially be the 6th seed. New York will be the 3rd seed, and the Pacers and the Bucks. So we're just waiting on the play-in winners to see who plays the Cavs and the Celtics. Death Rebel needs to be at my glorious company. Death Rebel needs to be out of my professional wrestling company. Get Death Rebel out of my glorious sport of pro wrestling. Please and thank you very much. Oh, this is the Aleister Black teaser.
There's no pledging coming from the paired announcer. There's objective broadcasting, but no pledging of anything.
I did notice on social media that Chelsea Green has been smack talking all week, and I will say, in my opinion, it is richly visible.
She's been all over me, like saying I'm supposed to say next. Oh, and quick start as she throws the tool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're disrespectful to our United States champion Chelsea Green.
And I gotta think here, Wade, because her secret Purvis isn't out to support her tonight, because remember, they were in that brutal match. Oh, and here's Vega with the roll-up. That Chelsea has to think to herself, she has to get off to a fast start here.
Well, that has been the problem for Zelina Vega over the past several weeks, who has been demanding a championship opportunity against Chelsea Green. The numbers game have taken down Zelina Vega several times. That may not be an issue tonight.
Her head down on the corner of our new reinforced announce desk.
Don't act so surprised. Chelsea Green is an incredible...
Nah. Because if he comes in, you gotta book him to win. You can't. Whoa! What happened? Is Selena all right?
What's this idiot referee doing?
What is going on here?
What happened? Did Selena get hurt? Oh, I thought the referee threw up the X and.
Chelsea complaining. It was his. No, she was complaining. You doing that in cost her time. Not at all. She can't control her emotions. Threw her back into the ring. Next thing you know, 10 count. Winner, Zelina Vega.
Who's never going to show up about getting a championship opportunity now. Thanks, Joe Test.
I can't say this enough.
Yeah, I don't know what was the
kind of performance
point.
I need El Legado del Fantasma. Humberto, I'm gonna beat him. He's a flash in the pan. And what were your words? Oh yeah, a flying lizard. Your words.
Waste of time.
All I have to say to you right now is I'm extremely disappointed in you. Angel, let's go find Ray Phoenix so I can congratulate him on a job well done.
Still it comes in.
They put. Yeah, Santos. I don't trust Santos. I don't trust Santos, man. He doing some snake shit.
Major confrontation at the top of Smackdown. We got a heavyweight tag clash in our main event as Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga go up against the Viper Randy Orton and the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah, that's later tonight on Smackdown.
Andrade.
Too much. Berto.
Damn, nigga, shake his hand. He said he good match.
He's a great wrestler. But you are a great wrestler too. Still work hard. Keep your face up and be proud.
Mind your own business.
what's up next. All the gold and the story to be told. The undisputed WWE champion.
Well, they got the whole WWE championships. Okay.
Only Cody Rhodes is with us live. Next.
That was a good one.
Yeah, they need to get that championship off of off of Chelsea. I had a I'm sorry, I'm just be reacting to. Title reign has been horrible. Yeah, it has, man. I just don't think WWE had any plans to just. I want to say it. I just don't think WWE had any plans to just do anything with it. Let's be real. So yeah, it's just been terrible. Terrible. All right, real talk.
Vegas, WrestleMania After Dark. That's
Y'all going out to Las Vegas? Don't go broke out here. This all these events is making your ass go broke.
That's the official host hotel of WrestleMania 41. You can get tickets now at WrestleManiaAfterDark.com. It is going to be a scene in Vegas next week.
Leech, scum, opportunist. There are so many words that describe you, Jade, but there's one word that fits you to the core. It's snake. Had I not pushed you off that ledge and onto that windshield? I know that. been me. Once I got you
Yeah.
out of my way, I took my rightful place.
WWE World, all these other, yeah.
Bianca and I grew an even stronger friendship.
You gonna need a
Now
freaking.
that you're back, Bianca won't even.
That's a whole freaking mortgage if you're talking.
But it's okay.
That's months worth of rent you're spending.
Fake loyalty. I'm doing what's best for me, and I'm going to get mine.
So you want to be a baller out in Las Vegas?
At WrestleMania,
Eat at the restaurants, hotels, Ubers. Yeah, think about all that stuff that goes into it.
Naomi, you thought that you could weather the storm by ducking and dodging me, but now the moment is here. Time has run out. I'm not just angry, I'm pissed. You came at me because you thought you knew what was best for me. You don't. You tried to take me out because of your own insecurities. Let me ask you this. What happens to a star when it starts to fade? They try to steal the shine from someplace else. That is what this is about. The glow is fading. And Naomi, you're trying to stay relevant in any and every way. That is what this all is about. You were jealous that I came in with so much star power, so much aura, so much glow. And this WrestleMania, I'm not a rookie anymore. I'm your biggest threat because a storm is coming.
Hard to believe that there's a WrestleMania match that's more emotionally charged than Jade against Naomi. There it is, coming your way in 8 days. And by the way, coming up a little later, we are going to reveal the full WrestleMania 41 cards and tell you which matches are on Saturday, which matches are on Sunday.
Okay.
For everyone who appreciates the great history of this industry, look at this scene to behold. Spanning years, the generations of greatness, the scraps of leather, precious metals, fixtures, far more than just mementos, the different iterations of the WWE Championship.
Okay, Jay, nice. Yeah, nice. You can tell she's, yeah, definitely.
And to see all the versions of the championships that are in the ring now, that means so much to all of us, Wade, but mean even more to the man who wears the current edition.
Well, we just saw a very brief glimpse of an incredibly young Cody Rhodes and WWE fans. Some of us older guys have been watching a significant number of years. We remember some of the championships in the ring and the men who held those championships, and that is in large part the reason why we are so obsessed with being around this industry to this very day. The truth is, if you hold that championship as Cody Rhodes does currently, you are a custodian because it's a...
Those promos are pretty good by both women, yeah.
A piece of history.
Look at all those beautiful belts.
Cody Rhodes is the man tasked with safeguarding the future of that very championship, the one that John Cena claims he is going to win as
8 days away from WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. 7 days away from a loaded Smackdown at the T-Mobile Arena that will be filled with Raw superstars, Smackdown superstars, and then the Hall of Fame ceremony that follows 2 hours later, right down the street at the Fountain Blue. 2 events in one night next Friday. And then, of course, this guy in the spotlight against John Cena. What feels far bigger than simply just a title defense.
Man, look at that 2011 WWE Championship, man. Ooh. The first belt I saw when I got into wrestling. Live.
You guys have gotten me all flustered. Thank you very much, Seattle. You have always been... You have always been good to me, whether it's this sold-out arena here tonight or when I did Defy and now being back here again. Thank you very much. Now, this is the tangible definition of realized potential. It's the denotation of excellence, the metric that stands. This right here simply says you are the best wrestler in the world. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to carry this and its mighty weight, but it won't always be me. That's what this has become. That's what WrestleMania has turned into. It's not just a match between two men anymore. It's about our right to keep this at home. It's about the next 20 champions, whether that's Sean's NXT kids watching WrestleMania intently, our ID prospects. Maybe there's a young man in Seattle tonight that wants to grow up and wear this as WWE champion. It's about the next 20 champions. And then there is one man trying to take all that away. John Cena. John Cena has neglected to make Seattle part of his farewell tour. He has opted to be in Vegas for Smackdown next week.
Okay, so next week.
It would be cowardice on my part to rebuttal John's remarks from when we shared the ring in London, but one thing he said that sticks with me, he referred to me and the placement of my tattoo. He said me having this tattoo makes me a common fan. So what? I have this tattoo for the same reason that I wear this suit. It's not because I think I'm somebody. It's because I want to be somebody.
Yeah, the spinner belt, yeah.
Is that somebody who can sell out the world's most famous arena 188 times to the rhythmic chants of his own name? Is that somebody who can sit up each and every night, even with broken ribs, and become WWE's phenom? Is that somebody who can set the world ablaze with Latino heat?
Any chance? Ooh, you saw that move.
Who can carry a company on his back through good times and bad for 10 years. John Cena. John Cena looks at this and considers it a bad thing. I don't. I see it as a man who is trying to break the wheel, a man who is trying to find himself. Does that sound familiar? John, you've told me that I don't know who I am, that I don't present myself authentically. Here's what I do know, John. I'm the WWE champion, and you are not. John is always teaching. John is always preaching. Perhaps this is the one time in my life that I can teach John Cena a lesson I saw my old man struggle with as a career babyface, and it's very simple. John, they are allowed to love somebody else. Hell, I call myself the captain here, but I'm part of a roster that has CM Punk, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, just to name a few. We make each other better. And now I found myself with the unenviable task, but it's in my nature to want this task, that I have to halt history with your record-setting title win so that we can have history here in the first place. John Cena is a man of his word. He said he was leaving. He means it. He says he means to take this with him. He means it. So let me share some honesty with you, John. I'll tell you the same thing that I told Brock, the same thing that I told Roman. I do my best work when I'm backed into a corner. I don't flinch. I fight. I wrestle. That's right, John. The bell is gonna ring. And when it does, and this is over, I leave you to this ring, John, to have your moment to say goodbye. It would be clever for me to tell John, your time is up. My time is now. But John, you've known your time is up for quite some time, and that's why you did what you did. And one day, my time will be up soon. But until then, this is timeless. And this stays home. This stays with us.
All right. Okay.
By the champ, and I love
all right.
connecting all the history of Bruno's belt, even pausing at the spinner belts, and Wade This is what we're in store for. It is WrestleMania Undisputed WWE Championship match. As he says, I have to hold his
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that was a good promo.
title win for Cena so that we can continue to have history here in the first place. That to its core is the statement made by Cody Rhodes.
Well, that clearly was way more than just a rousing speech from Cody Rhodes. It's more than just a title defense at WrestleMania. Cody is defending the past, the present, and the future of this industry against an opponent who wants to take the ball and go home for good. Good luck, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, home Cena's history so that we can have history. Let's talk about the future that happens next week on Smackdown. Remember the early 5 p.m. Pacific start time. So if you're interested in a doubleheader, the whole thing, it is there for you. Smackdown in Vegas, and tickets are still on sale, and it is going to be a power-packed card from T-Mobile Arena, of course, a week from tonight. Let's tell you what you're in store for.
Yeah, because as we just heard from the champ, Cody Rhodes, one half of our WrestleMania main event. Some call him the greatest of all time.
I gotta work next Friday.
Legacy regardless.
We'll
be live on Smackdown in Vegas next week.
I'm beating myself up.
WrestleMania weekend, the annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Those superstars have drawn Smackdown involved. One of the most distinct trophies in all the industry will be awarded.
As we saw a few moments ago, Zelina Vega pulled off a count-out win against Chelsea Green. Well, next week she's going to team with Carter and Chance.
Well, originally I wasn't supposed to, but then I ended up picking up a shift. Whoa! I'm sorry, I'm watching the Astros. Somebody, you okay? Okay, get up, please. All right, Christian Walker, I don't need you. Okay, get up. Nothing wrong with you. How does the Street Profits not have a match at WrestleMania? That's crazy. Yeah, I put myself down to work that Friday night.
The Street Profits.
Because someone else had something else going on, so I had to fill in, or else
it
would have been shit.
Against the Motor City Machine Guns. How are you both feeling about that showdown?
Street Profits, Motor City, Vegas, WrestleMania weekend. But you know what? We like Motor City. But last week we saw a video on them talking about how they don't care about the gold, they don't care about the chains, don't care about the grills, don't care about the reality shows. But you know what? Quite frankly, you can't care about things that you don't have. You know what else they don't have, Byron? These.
All over the world for 20 years. But save the congratulations for the IWC Glazers, because we run this division.
Oh.
Run this division.
Oh.
Y'all running this division straight to the ground. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, they Road Warriors. Y'all over here gassing them up. You want to talk about a real Road Warrior? Let's talk about the Miz.
I'm sorry, did someone say a joke? Because the only joke I see is the Smackdown tag division being headed by you two. No. Let me cook. As talented as you two may be, the mere fact those titles are not on the WrestleMania card is a slap in the face to every superstar that's ever held those titles, including me and my 9 times as a tag team champion. So it's time to put you two on notice. Revive the tag team division and get my 10th title, because I got the hottest young prospect in the game, a true one of one, Carmelo Hayes. And together, we are Mellow Don't Miz. And we are Oz, him. And we most definitely want the smoke.
Let them breathe, big fella.
It's Tiffy time!
Okay, it's Tiffy time. Anyways, class off my TV. Woo! Once we go to commercial, I'll be right back. You got Tiffy up in here.
Tiffy time here in Seattle.
We back.
Down on that left hand, Roxanne Perez.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
Y'all ever see that meme of the guy with the Gucci bag that barely holding together? That's me. That's me on TV right now. Just let it go, bro. Man. Oh my goodness. I gotta pin that. I really do. Oh man, that was so hilarious. Hey, what up? What up, fam? That was how you doing, bro? What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. How about you, man? Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. Oh, he done popped out. Is that enough? Is that enough? I would not run on that. Yeah. Would not run on that. I'm doing good and all, thanks. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. You got me hanging on. Oh. Okay, we're back.
Buried by this plucky NXT superstar Roxanne Perez. Tiffany Stratton showed us all why she is the WWE Women's Champion. Able to dig deep, shake off all those injuries and damage sustained thus far, and get back on the attack.
A week away from WrestleMania for Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne Perez, who had the record-setting performance in the Royal Rumble earlier this year in the roll-up. Kick out to, remember, the most time in a single women's Royal Rumble came this year from Roxanne Perez. Look at Stratton. And Perez survives again.
Well, Perez has been trying her best to drop some heavy artillery, the crossface that she's become known for in NXT. She did attempt that there with Tiffany Stratton. Stratton was just too strong for it, though.
That is the advantage that she has. Tiffany is going to come in with that hip attack against the ropes, but instead it's Perez running straight in and slamming Stratton down.
They simply cannot write off Roxanne Perez. We can dig a lot deeper than most, which explains her level of success in NXT.
He's going to line up that target just the way she wants it. Perez! He's got up!
Tiffany Stratton just lying in there and baiting Roxanne Perez, who has pretty much just done the same back to Tiffany Stratton.
She was thinking about the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead Perez ends up on that top rope to meet her.
Russian leg sweep off the second rope there. Tiffany Stratton's in big trouble.
And now Roxanne Perez taking control of things, hooking the leg, looking for the win.
Late kick out there from Tiffany Stratton, who's been really put through the ringer on this one. One outing thus far from Roxanne. Talking some smack to boot. Can she get the dub? Tempted at pop rocks.
Couldn't get that sunset flip powerbomb going, but instead, cartwheel Alabama slam is lined up. Oh no! Perez with a counter! Tiffany comes right back at her! As they duel with supreme skill here in Seattle on Smackdown. Perez.
Now she's got
there it is, the crossface.
Oh.
Wrenching on the neck and face of our champ Tiffany Stratton, who is a million miles away from the ropes here, desperately crawling away to try some respite.
Perez interlocking those hands and pulling back desperately now, utilizing her foot to stay away from the ropes, and instead it's Stratton with a show of power. And now, Tiffy time indeed. Prettiest moonsault ever.
2, 3.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton.
Well, what a
Champ answered the call tonight, Wade. The
stunning performance second.
What in the world?
Oh no, it's gone off the rails again.
Charlotte Flair was supposed to be sent home after their action.
Oh my God.
Get security done. What the hell are you doing, Charlotte?
Now they're trying to clear things up, but it is getting worse by the week, and coming over the top more announcements.
Yeah.
And Flair is on top. And now Flair is trying to make it wait. In the midst of it, trying to control things, rips off his headset. Holding back Charlotte Flair, the 14-time world champion, who is absolutely...
Yeah, get this off my TV, man.
Wade Barrett trying to talk sense into Charlotte Flair and keep them separated from a further attack on Tiffany Stratton. WrestleMania awaits. This thing has boiled up and over beyond Flair and Stratton.
Throw tomatoes, throw tomatoes, throw tomatoes, throw tomatoes. Throw tomatoes. Tiffany, bro. Tiffany. See, bro, you got bitched out twice in one day. On the way to the arena, then, bro, Tiffany. Tiff. You. Man. Oh, you got to stand on business. You feel me? Stand on business. Who do I hate more, Hogan or Charlotte? I'll say Hogan. But fuck both of them, for real. Yep. Fuck both of them. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck Charlotte. Uh-huh. I can't wait to take the long way home.
The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman. He goes on and on. The absolute best of the best. The ones we all grew up watching and loving. They're all going to be there. The class of 2025, the Hall of Fame. Can't wait.
Can't even imagine the emotion for some of those who are going to be inducting. I mean, for Taker, obviously a family situation, but HBK and Triple H, that's going to be an extremely special moment. And then come next week, three men with that woven history that intersects again. Since Royal Rumble's drama, the big three headliners of Roman and Seth and Punk, it's been beatings, it's been brawls, contracts and chaos, and then the favorite.
What's the favor? I'm gonna force you, my tribal chief, out of your comfort zone. Because at WrestleMania, in the main event, in my corner, your wise man, my best friend, Paul Heyman.
Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Let this desperate fool down easy, will ya? No, my tribal chief, I can't do that.
I promise you, I am gonna put a beating on the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I am gonna whip Seth Rollins' ass at the main event of WrestleMania. I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. You are in a very difficult, unenviable position. The easiest solution for all of us, for everyone involved, would be if you just removed yourself from the situation entirely and let me and Punk and Roman battle it out at WrestleMania for the soul of this industry. I would take it as a privilege to remove you from the situation right here, right now.
Don't put your damn hands on me again! Now, you owe me a favor.
Wait, it is time to reveal the matches for Saturday and Sunday at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, this is WrestleMania Saturday, Joe. This is the main event. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk with Paul Heyman in Punk's corner. That's your main event on Saturday. Also on WrestleMania Saturday, the bitterest of rivalries. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Not only that, World Tag Team Championship will be on the line as the War Raiders take on the New Day. Matchup that is gonna be. And then Rey Mysterio, the legendary Hall of Famer, takes on the latest luchador, El Grande Americano. They'll go head to head again, WrestleMania Saturday. The United States Championship is on the line as the megastar LA Knight takes on the terrifying Jacob Fatu. And as we just saw, WWE Women's Champion, her toughest test yet, and Tiffany Stratton goes up against the sometimes unprofessional Charlotte Flair. Can't wait for that one. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Main event, Jey Uso, who has refound his fire. He goes head to head with the Ring General. Gunther, that is your card for WrestleMania Saturday.
All right, here's what you're in store for on Sunday. Bayley and Lyra just went through the gauntlet. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bayley and Lyra against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Sunday at WrestleMania. It is going to be a Sin City street fight between Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. The outrageous rivalry goes street fight version on Sunday at Mania. The Intercontinental Championship is going to be decided in a fatal four-way. Penta, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, Braun Breaker, Sunday at Mania. Also Sunday from Vegas, AJ Styles against Logan Paul. Next Sunday from Allegiant Stadium. The Women's World Championship Triple Threat will be held on Sunday the 20th. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky. You can hear the reaction from the fans here 8 days away from Mania.
I would say night 2 got the better lineup. I say night 2 got the better lineup.
So we can keep making history. It's the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes against John Cena. There it is, folks, officially your Saturday and Sunday cards.
Yeah, night 2 for sure got the better lineup. Yeah. Yeah, this for sure the better lineup.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Things have taken a far different turn lately for the Viper. Coming up next, Solo and Tama Tonga. The target for Randy Orton and LA Knight. Yeah!
Vodka soda with wheat. This song right here is for the red, white, and blue. You got good taste, and you drink like it too. Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly. The watch in Moscow always get the mule. Vodka this good is an American jewel. Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly. So pour a glass on the porch, get a little banner. Let your taste buds sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly. Wheatley, American vodka.
Check it out. Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable, cheesy bites pizza and ranch lovers flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it.
Yeah, night 2 got the.
New ranch lovers flight.
Yeah, that night 2 got the better. Yeah, they got the better lineup for sure, man, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right back, y'all. All right.
Was on the other side, the winning side, last time we saw him.
It's pretty unusual seeing these two as a two-piece without Jacob Fatu in tow. There have been tensions between Solo and Fatu, especially of late. Solo, the former tribal chief, looking to get back on track. He spoke the right words earlier about supporting Fatu in his quest to become United States champ at WrestleMania. Well, this is a business. Take a chunk out of LA Knight this evening, and Fatu, I'm sure, will warm to Sikoa once again.
As soon as LA Knight turned to give a little bit of attention to Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga was quick to attack.
That's really been the modus operandi of this unit from day one. And Tama Tonga, he is the least hyped member of that trio, and that is unfair. He's consistently demonstrated how devastatingly effective he is in that ring.
He is quick, he is explosive, he has a good offensive arsenal himself. Of course, he's always around two powerhouses in Solo Sikoa and Fatu.
That's part of Tonga's problem. Is at times the most soldier-like of the trio, who effectively follow orders from Solo Sikoa when needed. Sikoa running into Augusta, that's why pause. Terrifying sight, as is Randy Orton stepping in the ring.
Now Solo Sikoa's got to deal with Randy. Remember, he came out and had a little something to say to start tonight. Was Randy was addressing things with Big Aldis, and oh, that scoop snap power slam. Vintage Randy Orton.
There's a taste of what we may have seen at WrestleMania before the Vipers' plans got derailed.
Lining up the dripping DDT.
Randy Orton looking to finish this one off in double quick time.
I mean, he has come out explosive, and this crowd is ready to roar.
What a disaster for Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Wait a second.
Oh, but instead of an RKO, we got a Samoan drop on the other end, and then Tonga just sends LA Knight flying. Good stuff here in Seattle.
Nobody in their right mind would live in a place like this, unless they have something to hide.
The new doctor, he's an alien.
Yeah, right. Yeah, really. Didn't scream WrestleMania to me. New Day War Raiders, and the only match I can really care about on night one is Roman. Yeah, the only match I can care about is Jey Uso and Gunther, Jay Cargill, Naomi, LA Knight and Jacob Fatu, Seth Roman and Punk. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are only 4 matches I care about on WrestleMania night 1. Night 2, you can sink your teeth into Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, the Fatal 4 IC title, AJ Styles and Paul. Yeah, night 2 is way better. Yeah. This show has been, man, yeah, next week is the go home show, so hopefully get something better. Hope Tiffany wins, but don't care. Yeah.
getting the best of him. Remember how the night started, Wade, when Randy Orton was out to discuss in front of this big crowd here in Seattle that his 20th WrestleMania is coming up. He wants to take part. Of course, the injury to Kevin Owens altered those plans, and then Solo Sikoa interrupted to hype up Jacob Fatu and his claim to go out and win the U.S. Championship. LA Knight heard his name. LA Knight said, let's go. And that is how we arrive at this tag team battle.
Solo Sikoa always spoiling for a fight. Not often a man of many words, but certainly highly eloquent with those fists.
Yeah.
That head of
it was just times where I'm zoned out looking at the phone and stuff.
body of the Viper, Randy Orton.
LA Knight, 8 days away from what will be the big battle, the United States Championship defense against Jacob Fatu. But in the midst of the deep waters of tag team action here in Seattle.
Tag just inches away from the Viper, but must feel like a million miles when you've got the arms of Solo Sikoa caught around your neck. But we got daylight for the Viper.
And that power, and that strength, and that explosiveness of the Viper.
The man who's defined an entire era in WWE, flat on his back now, desperate for this tag. And if the megastar gets into this one, the place is going to come unglued.
There's the megastar. And Tama's on the receiving end of it.
The man's got those loins tingling in Seattle once again.
An overdose of Kavorka here in the Pacific Northwest. Got him right where he was.
Oof.
A running knee.
Keep your eyes open, LA.
Gets out of the way. How about it against Solo?
A little sixth sense there as LA Knight.
And the power slam.
What do the people want? Yeah!
Elbow drop for the win. And coming in and making the save is Solo Sikoa.
Late break up there, but it
Oh, the spike. Golly.
Is delivered.
Right to the thorax.
Oh, Randy comes in.
Big uppercut from Orton. Tama Tonga's gonna mess with the thing. Oh, does he find out? RKO. As Solo drives Randy out of the ring.
Well, Randy Orton is certainly not the legal man in this one. Neither is Solo Sikoa. Those two look like they're done with the in-ring portion of this match. Some severe hatred built up between these two.
That's been going on in the fight right through the crowd.
This match continues. Referee Charles Robinson has the two legal men in the ring. We need a finish.
LA Knight and Tama Tonga, they remain in the midst of this tag team that leaves these two competitors.
One good RKO, the other.
Oh, BFT!
2, 3.
That wins it! Here are your winners, Randy Orton and your United States champion, LA Knight!
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, look behind you. Oh.
Fatu. The running senton and the beatdown has begun. The sneak attack on the guy he's going to meet up with in Vegas for that championship.
8 nights time. WrestleMania Saturday. Now is your chance to feast Jacob Fatu. Make that job at WrestleMania the pathway to the United States title that much easier.
The hip attack from Fatu. And when you see that, you know he's feeling it. The United States champion, who just picked up his belt to celebrate a hard-earned tag team win. A mighty moonsault delivered.
Nobody is coming to save the megastar because Randy Orton, his tag partner this evening, is otherwise engaged in a vicious brawl with Solo Sikoa.
Picks up the belt, throws it down. He wants more.
Oh, my. Oh.
with the jump up moonsault.
Yeah, like you could, bro. You could. Yeah. You was cooked, my boy.
Next weekend in Vegas, it's the moment of truth for LA Knight. Fatu's never even competed for a WWE singles title. Now, he appears as an unrelenting, destructive...
Yeah, it's really... You gotta give him the belt.
LA Knight at WrestleMania 41. The next time we say hello is from the Showcase of the Immortals in Vegas. We'll see you there.
Oh, no, 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 no! Whoa! Whoa!
Previously,
wow.
Stranded on an alien planet. In order to survive and complete...
Alrighty, y'all. Well, that's gonna do it for SmackDown. I thought SmackDown was... yeah, best. But, yeah, man. We got everything out the way for this week. WrestleMania week is upon us. I will post the schedule of WrestleMania week of what the schedule will be like on the channel of content creating. I will give you guys the schedule Saturday night or Sunday morning. Because I had a talk with Chris about the WrestleMania cards, about WrestleMania prediction, about us making a WrestleMania predictions video on his channel. So we will be live for that. So expect one Sunday night. So when everything is together. Oh shit! I gotta work early Sunday morning too. My week is gonna be long. Man, yeah, my week will definitely be long. Yeah, we'll see. He wants to do it before Wednesday, but I'm gonna DM him and see if we can do it. Yeah, because that's gonna be a long podcast, and I'm gonna probably be on there for 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours talking about this stuff. So it's gonna be very long. So yeah. Yeah, very long. But yeah, I will give you guys the WrestleMania week content schedule either tomorrow night or early Sunday morning. So we'll have to see what happens there and stuff. So yeah. Because this coming week we will be very busy. So yeah, very, very busy. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like the video, like the stream, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys. Yeah, very busy wrestling weekend this week. Yeah, I will see you guys. I gotta talk to Chris, but we're either gonna be live Sunday or probably. Yeah, cause I gotta cover NXT. I gotta cover Raw. I gotta cover everything. So I'll give you guys a schedule. I'll post it. But yeah, man, I love you guys. Be on the lookout for some more content tomorrow, because I will be recording some more tomorrow. So yeah. Oh damn. So yeah. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll keep you posted. Be on the lookout for some reaction videos that's coming soon that I'm gonna record tomorrow and post them, because we are locking in, man. We're gonna be putting this work, to get to where we want to be at. So, yeah. So have a great weekend. I'll see you guys later, and I love y'all. Peace.